tonight's Beefcake Bonanza, who'll be down and out in Dogfight? Who'll be gunning for the Glads in Gauntlet? Will Vertigo take its toll? Who'll be a pushover in Sumo Ball? And who'll be the baddest of the bad? The answers to all those questions in the next 50 minutes. Now meet your presenters, Ulrika Johnson and Jeremy Guscott.
Good evening and welcome to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham. And do you know what? I just can't believe we've been doing this show for 7 whole years. Of course, when we started the show, Hunter was only 6 months old. I was only 16 and had never been kissed. It's true. And Wolf had just collected his bus pass. Those were the good old days.
Never been kissed. Can't quite believe that. Anyway, back to tonight's show. Let me tell you about the prizes. This year's winners of Gladiators 1998 will each receive £1,000, plus they will both drive away in one of these absolutely incredible four-wheel drive trucks. But don't worry, we haven't forgotten about the runners-up. They will also receive £1,000, plus we will jet them off to the Atlantis Resort on Paradise Island in the Bahamas.
And I still look 16. I'll take that as a no then. Right, let's meet tonight's contenders. Tonight they are Kate Evans
And Maria Ward.
Great support there, Kate. Tell us a bit about yourself, what you do and where you're from.
I'm from Andover in Hampshire and I work as an inventory controller for a mail order company.
How are you fancying your chances, Kate?
Well, I'm feeling more and more confident as it's going on here tonight, and I'm going to win.
Well, that's nice to hear. Now, listen, I know you've already come into contact with one of our gladiators, Fox. How did that come about?
Yes, that's right. I was actually against her in an ultra-fit competition, and she stuffed me.
Did she?
Yeah.
Are you got the feeling of revenge? Is that sweet smell of revenge in the air?
Certainly. Been training hard, and I'm going to beat her too.
Ah, confident. Let's hear it for Kate.
Maria, please tell us a little bit about what you do and where you come from.
I'm originally from Romania, but I live in London with my husband, John. I work at Swiss Scottish Sports Centre in London, and I'm a lifeguard.
Now, Gladiators is obviously very tough, very hard. What sort of training have you been doing to prepare for Gladiators?
Oh, I did lots of circuits with my friend Paul and Lee, and lots of football.
You play football?
Yeah, I play football for Arsenal ladies.
Woo, Arsenal ladies! And how's the season been going?
I play in the reserve team, and we came runners-up. We've lost against Millwall.
Well, maybe you can go one step further this evening and win. Let's hear it for Maria Ward!
So we've met the girls. Let's meet the guys. Tonight they are Alex Reid
And Rudi Kennard!
A very warm welcome to Gladiators, Alex, or shall I say Alexander the Great?
Of course.
What's that all about?
Well, when I was born, my mum was reading Greek mythology, so Alexander the Great.
Oh, that's exciting. Tell us what you do and where you're from.
I'm a martial arts instructor. I'm from Aldershot. I'm a weekend warrior with 10 para.
I don't understand all that, but I understand you're a bit of a star.
Well, yes, I have stood in for Tom Hanks on the new film Saving Private Ryan.
And something else.
Go and watch Sliding Doors.
Can we actually see you in that?
You certainly can.
Really? Where? When? About? Whereabouts?
Right in the bar, in the restaurant. Quite a big scene. Me and Gwyneth are like that.
Yeah. And then you wake up, right?
No, really.
Let's hear it for Alex Reid!
Rudi, tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you do.
Well, I was born in Guyana in South America. I'm doing sports science at Brunel University in West London. I'm also a part-time model.
Ooh, part-time model. So you're not too worried about losing your looks this evening?
No, not too much.
So how's the studying going?
It's going good. I've got 1 year left at Brunel, and then I'm going to go travelling around the world, hopefully.
Travelling around the world, so £1,000 cash would come in handy.
That would be very nice, thank you.
Well, good luck with trying to win the series. Let's give it up for Rudi Kennard.
Well, we've met our contenders, so let the games begin. And first up on Vertigo, it's Kate. And she's going to be facing Falcon.
Kate Evers, honours degree graduate in textile design. Here's the cut of her jib, 173 and 64 kilos, that's 10 stone, against the winged wonder, who's 3 centimetres shorter, but 6 kilos, 13 pounds heavier. First to traverse 5 poles is the winner. If the race leans in Kate's favour, she'll snap up 10 points. But for openers, it's the taxing climb up the first pole, and the only things they can't bend are the rules. Falcon's first to the top of her pole. The swing starts for the opening changeover. Falcon makes the first grab. Kate's hot on her heels. Her extra height is handy when it comes to the stretch, but Falcon's weight helps with the momentum. So on paper, this has all the makings of a nail-biter, and Falcon is struggling. Kate's mum and dad, David and Bridget, like the idea of that. They're poles apart, and Kate consolidates that lead. The inventory coordinator can mark off 4 poles as she goes for the 5th. Falcon fighting back. But Kate is on pole 5. Looks like Kate's going to snatch the victory. Falcon with a final fling, but there's the finish, and Kate's cock-a-hoop. Kate's sister, Claire, leads the acclaim with Dad David. Superb 10-point off-the-mark opener for Kate.
So long. That's all. Goodbye. Kate, that was brilliant. All the way you were leading there.
I really enjoyed that game. It's great fun up there, believe it or not.
It seemed as if you got the hang of the swinging very quickly.
Yeah, it's a question of getting the body weight backwards and forwards and with the momentum stepping across at the right time.
Did you have half an eye on Falcon?
Yeah, I could see in the corner and I thought, right, I'm going to get her.
You certainly got Falcon. Kate scores 10 points!
Next up, it's Maria. And she's going to be facing Siren.
Romanian-born Maria Ward stands 1.60 m and weighs 55 kilos, 8 stone 9. Compared to the Siren, she's 10 centimetres shorter and 15 kilos, 33 pounds lighter. And that's about the long and short of it. Maria Ward mounts the far pole, Siren nearest, and Siren will be acting like she's a hospital manager looking to close the ward down. Maria will top off the first pole in the lead. Siren struggling on the platform, but her extra weight will come into play on the swing. Maria goes for the stretch. Oh, she blows it! And Siren with an easy reach onto pole 2, while Maria's still stuck on home base, paying dearly for her lack of height. Makes pole 2, but Siren has the upper hand. Across to pole 3, Maria finding the changeovers a challenge, but grimly determined, working that pole. Siren onto 4, extending the lead. If Siren finishes first, Maria will only score a point for every pole she's completed. Siren onto pole 5, just the final stretch ahead of her. That height and weight making a hefty difference between the two girls. Siren leaning in for the hoop. How about that? For a ring of confidence. Good win for Siren. Sparkling display, and by my reckoning, Maria will score 3 points for completing 3 poles.
Well, Siren, it's nice to see that you took advantage of your weight difference there.
What are you implying?
Well, it's just that Maria's a little bit more petite than you are.
Well, you know what it's like? It's like being on the Christmas tree and the fairy at the top. And you're wobbling about and then you just go like that. But Maria did well.
Do you know, I've never experienced that, but I'm going to look forward to it. Let's hear it for Siren. Well done.
1 down, 4 plus the Eliminator to go. Kate has 10 points, Maria 3.
Now we move into the men's event with Alex. He's going to be facing Saracen.
Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready!
Alex Reid, kickboxing film extra from Aldershot, takes up the challenge against Saracen. The Glads is new to this event as the contenders, only the 3rd outing this season for Vertigo. Alex hits the top of the first pole, and Sarah will need to get his finger out if he's not to endure a lean time in this event. Certainly Alex and his fans holding sway at the moment. Sarah crossed to pole 2, Alex twizzling out to pole 3, can't quite make it. His 4-year-old nephew Benjamin assimilating the predicament as Saracen all but gets back on level terms. Sarah working it back and forth. We don't want to come second, let alone fourth. Alex has the swing and the stretch to grab pole 4. Sarah's with him. Bob and Carol, Alex's mum and dad, feeling the tension. Big reach from Alex. Looks like he's going to steal the ring and secure the points. The Saracen's not happy, stalling as Alex wins it. Carol's big for that win, and the Reids are swaying after a textbook performance by Alex.
What's the most difficult part, actually getting up there or getting across?
You just got to have the aggression. You got the aggression to reach over and go for it, you're fine.
Well, you certainly had the aggression, and with that aggression, you have scored 10 points!
Next up, it's Rudi! And he's going to be facing the Wolfman!
Rudi knows what's ahead of him. Here's how he sums it up.
I'm doing one of the new games this year called Vertigo. Strange name, strange game. Oh, that rhyme, dear me. It's really good, actually, because you've got to climb to the top of this big pole and you've got to stand on the top and basically swing back and forth and grab the other one. So you've got to be a bit of a maniac to do that, and I'm sort of in the maniac category, so I should be good.
Rudi figures that only a win here will keep him on terms with Alex, who's already clocked up 10. And looks like Rudi will be first to the top. The Wolf is trailing, but that could change. Rudi working that massive pole to make that stretch to the second upright. And he takes pole 2 with ease. The Wolf knows he's got his work cut out up here. The Wolf, older and wiser than his opponent. Well, older anyway. Rudi forcing himself onto pole 3. And Wolf scrambles across, desperate to hit the steel circle first, trying to pull back the lead and push that pole into life. Vertigo will be worth 10 points to Rudi if the oldest swinger in town can't get his act together, but he's fighting back, and Rudi on the final pole, and Wolf joins him. Oh, great recovery by Wolf. Wolf takes the ring. No, Rudi snatches the victory, grabs it from under the Wolf's nose. It's not often you see the Wolf make that kind of mistake. Grabs the ring and then lets go to allow Rudi the honour of victory.
Rudi, my man, you certainly weren't afraid of the big bad Wolf.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf, eh?
You're not. You flew across there, man.
Well, oh, he's getting in a bad mood now.
He's not too happy at all. Do you actually notice how high you are? Because, I mean, that's nearly 30 feet up in the air. I mean, is it a bit daunting?
If you think about the height, you lose it. You have to completely focus on what you're doing.
Well, you didn't think about the height. You certainly won the game. And Rudi scores 10 points!
Rudi evens the scores. And Wolf makes his way back to his cage. Uh-oh, he's spotted the whereabouts of the Vulcan Appreciation Society. Vulcan, our guest glad from Australia, no friend of the Wolf, and Wolf is happy to return the compliment. Snatches the banner. Oh! Getting an earful there from a junior Vulcan admirer. What's happening now? He's grabbed that Cobra lookalike. Oh! Been there, done that. The Wolf brings the first event to a sophisticated conclusion. As we review the scores, 10 apiece after one event.
Standing at the foot of the wall, it's Kate! She's going to be followed by Vogue! Also getting ready to climb, it's Maria! She's going to be pursued by Lightning!
Kate's been through a rigorous week of Gladiator training. Was she expecting it to be so tough?
The training while I've been here has actually been quite intense. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so much hard work. But saying that, it's been good fun as well, and having the opportunity to try out all the games has been something that I've always wanted to do.
Contenders, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle.
60 seconds to scale the 40-foot vertical where the winner will secure 10 points. Kate in pink, Maria in yellow, and both girls climbing fast. And who wouldn't, knowing that Vogue and Lightning were about to hightail it up the wall after you. Vogue chasing Kate, Lightning has Maria in her sights. And both contenders between a rock and a hard place. Kate's sister Claire giving the benefit of her wisdom, but Maria has certainly got the measure of this wall. Question is, has Lightning got the measure of her? Vogue grabbing Kate, but Maria has pulled off a rarity, beating Lightning on the wall and netting 10 points. Vogue has Kate in the takedown position and does just that.
Maria, I can honestly say I wasn't expecting to do an interview with you with Lightning chasing you. I mean, you just hot-footed it out there so quickly.
I'm too quick. I knew I can do it, and I'm very pleased about that.
How much were you looking forward to this event then, the wall?
Oh, this is one of my favorite games, and I'm glad I did it. I knew I can do it.
Well, no wonder you're glad. Maria scores 10 points.
As Maria's husband John celebrates, let's rerun the end. Lightning actually gets a hand to Maria, but it's flicked away. Vogue gets a better purchase and drags Kate to the checkout position. So after that turn-up, Kate stays on 10, Maria takes the lead on 13.
So now we move into the men's event with Alex. He's going to be chased by Saracen. Also at the foot of the wall, it's Rudi. He's going to be pursued by Hunter. Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle.
Alex in red enjoys parachuting, not looking to bail out of this event. Rudi in blue with a curious style, but highly effective. Hunter's going to have his work cut out here, and he knows it. Hunter after Rudi. Sarah chasing Alex. A wall of sound from the crowd and a wall of concrete ahead of them. But the contenders have made incredibly short work of this tall climb. Rudi fast and furious over the top for 10. Alex grabs second spot for 5.
I have to say, I think only Superman or myself could have got out there quicker.
Well, they don't call me Tarzan for nothing, you know.
You were obviously very, very confident about this event.
Well, I've done a lot of rock climbing in the past. I've done tree surgery before, so this is a good event for me.
You weren't even worried about Hunter? I mean, he's got a fantastic record on the wall.
If you start worrying, you have a negative image. You don't want a negative image when you're climbing.
Well, there's nothing negative about you, Rudi. Rudi scores 10 points! Alex, it just seemed as if it was a straight race between yourself and Rudi, and the Gladiators weren't part of it.
Well, Rudi has been bitten by a radioactive spider. Good one, Rudi.
Alex scores 5 points.
Generous praise from Alex, especially as that win takes Rudi into the lead. Alex has 15, Rudi 20 after 2 events.
Not a bad start, hey, but there's more action around the corner, so join us after the break here on Gladiators.
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham, where we're ready to swing into action with our next event. Our first female contender is Kate. And she's facing Fox. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Pendulum!
We always like a crowd that knows how to conduct itself. Kate has 60 seconds to make the lights flash, scoring 2 points for each panel, but all the time she has to evade the foxy lady who's looking to ensnare her. And Kate pressing home her advantage for 2. Kate's dad pointing out that the fox is prowling above, her teeth flashing brighter than those lights. Fox will be aiming to snatch the pink pennant that's flapping on Kate's back. Kate's in a fix, and the fox is moving in for the kill. And the fox is down, and Kate's nearly out. Kate's lost her legs and her flag's next. Kate takes a flyer. She's just bit off more than she could chew there, and so did her dad by the look of it. Fox gets down to work very fast, takes the flag and tosses it away into thin air, knowing that Kate's about to follow it.
second female contender is Maria. And she's facing Rebel. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Ready! Set the pendulum!
While the crowd set about their finger waving, Romanian-born Maria wants to do a bit of flag waving for her supporters.
I'm very lucky to have big crowds to come to support me, especially my friends from West Midland Fire Service from Birmingham, which they've been supported me in the orphanage where I was brought up, and I just want to repay them back.
3, 2,
Well, Rebel must feel like Julie Andrews, high on a hill with the crowd singing, how do you solve a problem like Maria? Husband John urging Maria to hang in there and extend her lead. Rebel steaming round the equator at a rate of knots and grabs the prize. Rebel in double quick time, and John can hardly believe it. But here's the proof. Rebel from out of nowhere blasts into the frame and steals the glory. After that third event, both girls add to their respective and respectable scores. Kate 14, Maria 15.
Now it's time for the men's event. First up, it's Alex. And he's facing Hunter.
The huntsman has got muscles in places most guys don't even have places. 1.90 meters tall, 103 kilos at 16 stone 4 pounds in the weight division. So Hunter's 7 centimetres taller and 20 kilos, that's over 3 stone heavier. As the swing thing is released, Alex needs to make the lit panels flash. Clock's up 2 points, but he needs to get busy because the Hunter knows no fear on the sphere, and he's on Alex's case already, closing him down nicely. And Alex trying to keep trouble at arm's length. Alex trying to fend Hunter off, but that's illegal. Bit of argy-bargy. John Anderson blows up. Pendulum's all about chase and not conflict. Well, Hunter makes a play for the flag. Alex turns, Hunter grabs the vest, and Alex fends him off. The arms are slapping and the referee's flapping.
Alex, Hunter's one of our best gladiators, and he didn't waste any time getting hold of you, did he?
Well, Bolt. That's all I have to say.
Dolt was all you have to say. I mean, once you saw him, did you feel the game was over, or did you thought you might be able to get away?
No, the game's never over. I'm always there, right to the end. Don't know what happened there at the end. What did happen?
Well, I think there is a bit of confusion, and at this point, we'd like to call in John Anderson to give us a ruling, please.
Yes, well, this is a chase game. It's not a fighting game. So it's incumbent on the contender to keep moving away. When you start to wrestle and turn around, it makes it a fighting game. Regrettably, the contender is disqualified.
Well, we've got the ruling from John Anderson. Never mind, Alex. Let's give it up for Alex and Hunter.
Well, 2 nice points to Alex, and a nice offer for Hunter.
Our second male contender is Rudi. And he's facing Ace. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Eliminator ready! Set the pendulum!
Rudi is studying sports science, although how anyone can sprint and carry a foaming test tube without spilling any is beyond me.
3, 2, 1!
Rudi has proved his speed and his head for height already this evening, makes light work of those first 2 points. Heads south to the big 4-point panel which lurks at the bottom of the sphere. Rudi's lost his legs and that will restrict his movement. The G-force powerful enough to suck you off that sphere with every swing. But Rudi kicks home the 4 points, regains his footing, but looks stuck for where to go next. Ace is descending to where all the action's occurring. There's time to knock up a few more points. Rudi's on the up while the Ace figures out where the juicy is. Rudi coming up on a lit panel for 2 more points, but chooses to ignore it. Rudi looks to be crabbing right into the lion's den. Ace doesn't know where Rudi is, but can't believe his luck. And Rudi taps home another 2 points, but the Ace has got him sighted. That's all he needs. Half a chance and the job's done. Hello, Ben Elton's in. Yes, indeed, disguised as Rudi's brother Dietmar. As we review the end, Ace really takes off to put paid to Rudi's point scoring spree. So with 2 events remaining, Alex puts 2 on his score while Rudi adds 8.
Dogfight. So first up in the fight, it's Kate. And she's going to be facing Rio. Over to John Anderson.
Kate's dad risking indigestion, doing that so soon after eating that apple. Speaking of which, Rio's the apple of everyone's eye. Figures in the stats department like this: 187 tall, 79 kilos heavy. Kate 14 centimeters shorter, 15 kilos, 33 pounds lighter than the Gladiator. As the aerial engagement commences, those glowing chest plates are the target. Oh, Rio's cocked for one. That's 5 points for Kate, and she's like the Red Baron up there. One more, and it's 10 points. Oh, Rio's got explosive stuff from Kate. 10-point victory, and Dad's on his feet. Mum's legs have gone as we relive the finish. Rio's aim is wayward, but Kate knows just where the points are and slams home that finish. Rio ejected.
Well, Rio, I was going to say that that game's pretty close to Duel, but you're nothing like that on Duel.
Well, it feels a bit alien to me to be wielding a stick and not have to aim at the head and not have to hit hardly, but maybe I'll get the hang of it, you never know.
And you think the rest is normal on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally normal. Kate, 10 points! That was fantastic, because you were straight in there with a hit, and then you didn't give up.
I just didn't think. Went in for the big hit, and again and again and again. It was hard.
It was very hard, but...
I won!
You certainly did. Well done, let's hear it for Kate and Rio.
It was Joel, you never know.
Next up on Dogfight, it's Maria. And she's going to be facing Siren.
Over to John Anderson.
Left off!
John working his arms while his sister and Mum gossip. The airships are lined up in attack formation.
Arm the system!
And there's nothing like having your system armed, I always say. The clubs are poised for action. It's Maria against Siren, and the air raid Siren will be wailing if she winds up like Rio. It's hit for hit in the combat stakes as they fight for supremacy in the air. Sue and Jean right behind Maria, right in front of her is Siren, and Maria is not letting Siren have it all her own way. 5 points for that sparkling strike. Maria is taking the fight to the Gladiator. Siren's on borrowed time. If she takes one more hit, she's out of there. Oh, John could sense the 10 points. Everything Siren throws is parried away. Even when she gets a blow home, it's way off target. Never in the field of human conflict have the girl Glads taken such a battering. The clock's running down. Flying footwork from Maria. Lionel Blair's taught her a thing or two as she clocks up 5 solid points. Here's how they were achieved. Maria forcing a gap in Siren's defence, tries to knock her for 6, but still scores 5.
Well, Maria, I have to say, you defended incredibly well there. I mean, she didn't hit your target once.
Yeah, I was trying to defend and hit her at the same time, but it's a bit hard.
Yeah, well, listen, you didn't do badly at all. You picked up 5 points. Well done, Maria. For Siren and for Maria, well done.
After 4 events, it stands at Kate 24, Maria 20, but there's dissent in the crowd.
Okay, so, what's the problem?
Right, my point is that Maria hit the Gladiator more than twice in the chest, and she didn't fall.
How do you know that?
Because
Have
I
you
was
got
watching
telescopic eyes?
No, but I was watching. She whacked and whacked.
How many? I bet nobody here agrees with you. All right, okay. I'm not at all sure about this. Not at all sure. But since there's 1 or 2 of you seem to have a different view, I'll go and have a look.
Can I come with you?
You can come with me.
Okay.
Go and have a look at the video replay, and then we'll make a decision. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Well, John Anderson in good humour with Maria's fans there. Methinks John may think they've got a case.
Okay, Scotty, just hold it there. They're in the back with me, Jonathan.
Scott is the playback wizard, sets up for another look. You see here, Maria gives Siren a clear whack there. And there. Sparks fly to register the hit from another angle. Maria does look to get another clean shot at Siren's pressure pad. Here's the verdict.
Okay, so we've looked at the video. In fact, we've looked at the video several times. Very, very difficult to pick up what happened exactly because things are moving. But I think maybe the best thing is Charmaine.
Popular decision for Maria's fans. Here's why. The revised scores after 4 events. Kate with 10 points added, 24. Maria now also with 10 points added, 25.
Our first male contender on Sumo Ball is Alex. And he's up against our Australian gladiator, Vulcan.
Well, Alex shapes up superbly well. Tell her the tape is 1.83 meters tall. The story of the scales is 83 kilos, 13 stone, against Aussie Vulcan. Big down under and big in this country too. 8 centimetres taller and 37 kilos more. That means that Vulcan is nearly 1.5 times heavier than his opponent. 10 points if Alex can offload Vulcan, 5 if he can hold on for 30 seconds. Vulcan leaning into the Sumo Ball while Alex tries to keep it under control. Vulcan's lost his grip and a 10-point victory for Alex. Vulcan hands Alex the points. Vulcan overcooks his push, finds himself on the edge and has to let go to save his dignity.
Alex, you must have thought that event was going to be pretty difficult with a, you know, kind of weight disadvantage there.
No, I didn't think it was going to be difficult at all.
Woo! Very confident.
Oh, yeah.
Even against a man who's sort of nearly twice your size.
It's not the size.
It's the brains. Well, you're entitled to do that because Alex scores 10 points.
Now listen to me, Gascon. I'm going to wait for him in the next game.
Careful. You break that mic, it comes out your wages. And Alex fans are unimpressed as well.
Our second male contender is Rudi. And he's up against Rhino.
Rudi's seen that brains can beat brawn on Sumo Ball, but Rhino's a different kettle of ball games. Rudi, 186 and 88, that 13 stone 12. Rhino is 14 centimetres shorter, but 20 kilos, 3 stone 2 pounds heavier. Rhino powers up to give Rudi the heave-ho. Rhino letting him have the runaround. Rudi trying to put the brakes on. Rhino, a Sumo Ball specialist, knows all the tricks. Shouldering his responsibility seriously. Rudi close to the edge. Oh, and Rhino's got him. Rudi couldn't push his luck any more than he dare. Rhino wins. And Rudi's mum, Karen, there, puzzled as to the outcome, but it was pretty straightforward if you ask me. Let's take another look. Rudi tried to change his position, so Rhino took full advantage and Rudi was hung out to dry. Good work from Rhino. And the crowd agree. After 4 events, Alex back in it, climbing to 27. Rudi stays on 28.
And first up to run the gauntlet, it's Kate. And tonight she's facing Rio, Rebel, Falcon, Fox, and Vogue.
Well, if Kate doesn't look happy, here's why.
I think out of all the games that I'm going to have to do, the Gauntlet is going to be the most scary. Partly because I don't think my mum's going to handle it very well. I'm glad I won't be able to see her face when I'm actually going down the Gauntlet. And I should imagine standing up there with 5 gladiators is going to be fairly intimidating. But I'm going to go for it.
3, 2,
Kate into the fray. BA Honours degree in textile design, has designs on getting through this gauntlet. Rio presenting her first hurdle. Rebel is next. Bridget's had enough already. Kate driving Rebel back. Falcon follows. If Kate can make it to the end in under 30 seconds, she'll score 10 points. Falcon posing the problem that Kate's struggling to overcome. Kate pushing her luck as well as Falcon. Forces a reluctant retreat from the Falcon. Fox is next, can't push her wide. Finally, it's Vogue. Straight through and across the line. 10 belting points for Kate.
Kate, you look to me as if you're in pain.
That was scary. Very scary.
I mean, certainly to get through Rio to start with, but then Rebel really gave you a battering.
The second one was worse. I just hit that wall. I just had to keep on going.
I've got a great reward for you. You picked up 10 points. Well done, Kate.
Kate Evers, ever so pleased.
Next up to run the gauntlet, it's Maria. Over to John Anderson.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready!
Little Maria, but don't be fooled by her size. Anyone who spent her childhood in a Romanian orphanage is no pushover. But Rio on the defensive, and Maria ducking through on the blind side. Rio getting in Rebel's way. Falcon's in sector 3. Husband John leading the roar from the crowd as Fox takes it up for the Glads. And Fox can't get a grip on the situation, and Maria leaves Vogue for dead, just like Kate. 10-point gauntlet run for Maria, 19 seconds on the clock. A blistering performance.
Well, Maria, I have to say, it's wonderful to see a smile on your face. I don't think we've seen anything like it here on Gladiators. For a girl of your size to run through that lot, that quickly, and that smartly.
I'm too fast. They're not fast enough to catch me.
They certainly aren't. You picked up 10 points. Well done, Maria.
While Maria jogs back to the locker room to prepare for the Eliminator, it couldn't be closer. Kate's on 34, Maria's on 35.
First up to run the gauntlet in the men's event, it's Alex. And tonight, he's facing Rhino, Hunter, Wolf, Saracen, and Vulcan.
Well, this should come with a government health warning.
John Anderson.
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready!
There's a few bruised egos and old scores to be settled. This is going to explode all over your screens, and Rhino smashes him back. That ramrod, a real headache for Alex. Rhino back into Hunter's sector. Hunter steaming and crushing Alex against the Rhino. Alex with an airborne escape. Hunter still coming. Oh, if that had landed. The Wolf is next, more like a wolf. Sarah comes into play with those power pads like a highwayman. Holds him up and trying to wrestle him down. And it's the big fella next. Vulcan lowers the boom. Alex digging in for the finish. Alex is battered, shattered, bashed and smashed. But he scored 10. And Vulcan bending down and following through. Alex is up for it. Someone capable of taking on these two guys needs to get in there. Uli always there when you need her.
Calm down, the game's over. Come here, young man. I want a word with you. 10 points! Woo!
Well, he was mauled and mullered in the Hunter section, squeezed between two gladiators, then launched skyward by Hunter. Even Rhino had to scurry for cover.
Next up against the Mean Machine, it's Rudi!
Contender, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Rudi into the valley. Oh, Rhino like a ram raider with that ramrod, forces him high and wide. Rudi shoulders the challenge well. Into the Hunter section. Hunter, fine work to contain his man. Wolf is next in this cavalcade of carnage. Then comes Saracen. Sarah with 6 years of top-class experience, eats into Rudi's allotted time. And now Vulcan gets to work. Oh, Karen can't watch. Oh, yes, she can. Rudi back for a run at him. Vulcan still in charge. Time will run out. 4 points for 4 sectors, but Mum's not happy. And Vulcan is claiming full credit for that.
Rudi, I was going to say that Rhino gave you the most problems, but it looked to me as if Vulcan ultimately was your downfall. I think, gentlemen, that the last thing he wants is a hit in the stomach from you boys. That was a tough one.
It was pretty tough. I've got Eliminator next. I'm confident about that.
Let's just find out how things went. Andy Norgate.
He completed 4 sections, 4 points.
4 points as you go into the Eliminator. Let's hear it for Rudi. Well done.
And every point matters at this stage. After 5 events, Alex is on 37, Rudi's on 32.
Well, after 4 fast and furious gauntlets, we're going to take a breather, but join us after the break for more action here on Gladiators. Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham, where it's Eliminator time now in the women's event. Kate's on 34 points, Maria's on 35 points. That's a 1-point difference, giving Maria a half a second head start.
Maria, you will go on my first whistle. Kate, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Maria Ward, formerly of Romania, now from North London, followed by Kate Evers of Red Rice near Andover. At stake, a place in the quarter-finals. Maria, a lifeguard and soccer player for Arsenal ladies, leads the way up the cargo net. Kate does boxercise, running and drawing. She's going to need to draw on all her energy reserves now. Down comes Maria. John, frantic with encouragement. Maria takes to the rope, and the lead looks to have grown. Kate poised for her climb. Maria up, and Kate's in big trouble, another victim of the rope climb curse, while Maria has all but dispensed with her overhead ladder work. In-laws Jean and John are on their feet. Maria safely swings the Valley of Death. The giant cargo net will test every fibre of her being. Behind her, Kate takes to the trapeze, needs a bit of luck now. Oh, she plunges into oblivion. Kate's mates and sister, Claire, can't believe it. Andy Norgate there to shepherd Kate out of the Death Valley, but Maria will top the net with a substantial lead to her credit. Kate now climbing strongly, but there's so much to do to pull it all back. Maria to the zip line, the high-tension cable easily supporting that 55-kilo frame. The graveyard lies in wait for Maria as Kate tops the net. What else can happen to her? Maria onto the seesaw. Good balance and good strides. Oh, smashes it down, just retains her composure. Kate can just keep going and pray for a miracle. Maria's second seesaw. Will this exit be cleaner? Only just. Travel able to finish it. John knows what has to be done. The final power surge. She's there. Maria Ward into the quarterfinals of Gladiators. Job well done. Kate closes down her second seesaw. Dad, David and sister Claire asking for one final burst. Kate finishing off in grand style. She beats the Travelator. And through the burst. Great contender.
A second will be enough, and that proved the point.
Yeah, it was plenty. I didn't even need that half of second. I knew I'm going to beat Kate. She's been brilliant all the way through. Well done, Kate.
There was a little bit of an awkward moment for yourself on the balancing beam there.
Yeah, well, sorry, too tired.
You were too tired, but not too tired to come here this evening for Gladiators and win. Maria, you're through to the quarter-final. Well done.
Well, Kate, I heard you standing here and cursing, and you must be so frustrated.
I'm very annoyed. I just lost my grip there and just landed smack. There's nothing I could do to get back up there.
And she's very, very fast as well, so unless you were hoping for something similar to happen to her, really, I mean, you stood no chance.
She did very well. She's a great athlete, very quick. All credit to her.
Well, it's been great to have you on the show, and I'm sure all of Kate's mates have been delighted to be here. We've certainly heard them. The best of luck in the future. Let's hear it for Kate.
Great support for a great girl. Here's the winner, accepting the adulation of her fans. Big hug from husband John. A tremendous performance from Maria. Kate runs to be reunited with her family, sister Claire and dad David. Meanwhile, in the fastest eliminated contest, the record of 1:37.2 set by Louise Rains still stands. In the men's, Alex's 5-point lead gives him a 2.5-second advantage.
Well, Rudi, it's been very, very close between the two of you throughout the competition. Is that how it's going to stay during the Eliminator?
I think so. But I promised my fans that I'm going to be awesome, so I'm going to be awesome!
That's what we like to hear. And how great is Alexander going to be?
Alexander the Great will seal your fate. His power will make you second-rate.
Well, listen, the very best of luck to the two of you. We'll see you both at the end. Over to John Anderson.
Alex, you will go on my first whistle. Rudi, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
So it's Alex Reid, kickboxing film extra from Aldershot, versus Rudi Kennard out of Isleworth. Student of sports science, and all that training will be required now. Headlong into the trampette. That's the pressure these guys are under. Alex tops it off, descends to face the rope. Rudi, very fast networking from him as Alex scales the rope. The trapeze is only a hell's bite right away. The rope delays Rudi. It's agony for his followers. Alex, brother Rupert, bearing up. And the pedalling is over for Alex as he swings the valley smooth on the changeover. The big climb is next. Rudi trailing now as he makes the trapeze. Alex has maintained that lead on the outward elements. Now he'll turn for the final four. Bob and Carol, his mum and dad, encouraged by his resilience as he scrambles for the gantry. Other side of the arena, Rudi's mum can only hope and pray. Alex, zip line, final approach. Splash down. Rudi's on line for the fast track to the floor, looks to be eating back into the lead. Alex on the seat. Oh, blows his balance. What a time to lose it. Rudi's back in it with a shout, and they're almost neck and neck. Time for the second seesaw. Rudi leads. Oh, he's gone. Alex nips in to steal it back. Travelator. Yes, paper burst. He's there. Remarkable drama on Gladiators, as if you've come to expect anything else. Rudi swings through. Who knows what might have been.
He came and he conquered.
Oh, yeah. Coming at you, baby.
Well, you did that in 1 minute and 21 seconds.
I think I can improve.
Well, you're going to have to, because you're going to come back to our quarterfinals. And are all your fans coming back? You must feel delighted.
I do. I'd just like to say, though, I'm not a better man for winning. Rudi is the top guy.
That's nice to hear. Let's hear it for Alex Reid. Well done.
Rudi, I don't think you could have given any more this evening, could you?
Well, it's the way it goes sometimes. You can't win them all. It's great to appear on the show, so I'm a happy man.
At any stage during the Eliminator there, did you feel you were going to get close and actually take?
Well, I think I could have taken the Travelator, but I fell down. So.
But you have, I mean, you've had fantastic support and you have enjoyed the evening, yeah?
Yeah, it's been good.
Well, there's a small consolation for you. Get this medal. And well done. Let's hear it for Rudi!
Alex with a bouquet and a victory. And the flowers are for his mum, Carol. Rudi gave it his all. The second seesaw was literally his Waterloo. Brother Dietmar and all his other fans console this fine contender. Alex's time of 1 minute 21.7, just outside the existing record set by Cassius Frankson.
More exciting can it get? There was lots of tension in the girls' contest, lots of drama with the boys. I mean, it was just incredible.
Absolutely fantastic. If you want more action from where that came from, you better join us next week here on Gladiators.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
Jim Bowen has been spotted in the studio car park dragging a speedboat behind him. Another one. You can't move for them round here. It's Bullseye next, and then Bradley Walsh is in charge. Well, he likes to think so, but he corpses more than anyone. It's brilliant. The Chase, weekends at 9.